What up, people? It's your boy, Mr. Nolan's back again. Alright, so we're talking about the Financial Literacy Budget Project. This is still Unit 1. Refresher, Scenario 1. Unit 1, Scenario 1 was you figured out how much you make in a day, how much time and a half was, and how much money you could possibly make in a month. Unit 2 is you had to save up your money for Unit 1, Scenario 2 is you have to save up money for your favorite item. Unit 1, Scenario 3 is you have a crush and you went on a date. Now here is Unit 1, Scenario 4. This past weekend, your parents bought you the brand new iPhone that came out. You were so excited that when you came back to school on Monday, you were showing it off to all your friends. However, while showing it off, you got very careless and dropped your phone, causing the screen to crack. You went home and told your parents. They got very upset and took your phone away. Your parents decided that you will not get your phone back until you can pay for the screen to be fixed. The cost of getting the screen fixed is 80% of $120, which is your monthly allowance. Now right here, create a percent bar like you learned in math class and determine how much it will cost to get the screen fixed. So here's your nice little percent bar. Now it says it's going to cost 80%, so it gives us a percent. Now remember here on the top, it's going to be your parts and your whole. Do y'all remember what my key vocabulary words were? Is goes with the part. Of goes with the whole. Now again, if you notice how it says of, and then you have a number, it represents the whole. So what we're trying to figure out is how much it's going to cost you. So this is what we're solving for, is the part. So the first thing is we have to see if we have a good scale factor. Well, to go from 80 to 100, that's not a good scale factor. To go from, 120 to 100, that's not a good scale factor. But if you notice, these two numbers are right across from one another. So what we're going to do is we're going to cross multiply. You take your $120 and you multiply it by 80%. What is 80% as a decimal? It is 0.8. So let's see. 8 times 0, 0. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9. But remember, I have to move my decimal back one place. There it is. Ooh, look at this. It's going to cost you $96 to get your cell phone fixed. Woo! You guys are going to be working for a while. Alright. So, if you make $6 a day for doing good at school and doing your chores at home, there is no extra work on the weekends, so no time and a half. There's also no hundreds or A's on any test. How many days will you have to work in order to get your phone back? Ooh, so let's see. Well, you have your $96, and you're going to have to divide that by the $6 a day. So let's see here. Top in, bottom out. 6 can go into 9 one time. 6 can go into 36 6 times. So it's going to take you 16 days to get your phone back. So that means you're going to be without your phone for 3 full weeks Because remember, you can't work on the weekends. So the way I'm looking at this is if you don't get your phone during the week, you're not going to get it on the weekends either. So let's put it that way. You won't get your phone for 3 full weeks plus 1 extra day on a Monday. Now, if you include the weekends, that would be 2 full weeks you wouldn't get your phone plus an extra 2 days. So depending on how you look at it, guys, you won't have your phone for at least 2 to 3 weeks. Woo! Some of you guys are like, no, my life is ruined. No, now you're just going to have to work hard and pay for something that you broke. Okay, now let's look on the backside. Now you paid for the screen to get replaced and you got your phone back. Then you started abusing the data by playing games and texting all the time. Your parents came up with a plan for you to pay for your own cell phone bill. Texting costs 6 cents per text message. And you sent 930 text messages this month. You have also used up all of your minutes. If you go over on your minutes, it costs $1.25 per minute. Well, you used 22 extra minutes this month. Next, you decided to download some new apps or games, whichever ones you'll do. Each new download costs $4.75. You downloaded 3 new apps or games. Finally, you have a monthly fee of $30 for your phone. How much is your bill going to cost? Well, let's see. It costs 6 cents per text message for 930 text messages. So let's see, 930 times 6 cents. Well, 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 9, anyone? That is 54. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54. Plus 1 is 55. Now, I'm not really going to do the second row because that's just multiplying by 0. But remember, I have to move my decimal back how many places? 1, 2. So let's see if I can move it back 2 times. 1, 2. Does that really make sense? Let's see. I don't know if that really makes sense at $55.80. I think I might have messed up somewhere on here. Let's see here. I'm using my handy dandy flip phone. Yes, guys, got me a nice flip phone because that saves me $50 a month, and you do that for 12 months a year. I save about $600 a year just by doing that. I don't really need to have all those nice new iPhones because I don't use it for anything. I just call and text people. Now, I double-checked my work. That is correct. You guys spent $55.80 just on texting. Whew. Sweet Jesus. You're going to go broke already, guys. Now, let's see. You used up all your minutes. It costs $1.25 per minute for 22 extra minutes. So $1.25 times the 22 minutes. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 2 times 1 is 2. Second row that is 0. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And 2 times 1 is 2. Add straight down. Move your decimal back 2 places. Oh my gosh, look at this. You spent $27.50 on calling people. Whew. Sweet Jesus, guys. Now, are some of these numbers realistic? Some of these really aren't that realistic. But I'm just trying to give you an idea of what it's like when you do abuse your data, because there are some students that abuse your data, and you got to see what your parents deal with when they pay for the cell phone bill. Okay? I'm still not done, though, because you downloaded some new games or apps. $4.75 a piece, and you did that for 3 apps or games. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 7 is 21, plus 1 is 22. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Move your decimal back 2 places. Oh my gosh, I am growing broke already. Look at this. Wow. Text messages, phone calls, video games. Plus there's a fee of $30 that they charge you every single month. Let's see how much we spent here. Let's see, that's 5, that's a 15. Oh, that's 11, 12, 17. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, let me try that again. Going too fast. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, sweet Jesus. Look at your bill. $127.55. So students, if you're abusing your data, that's how much your portion of the bill is. Now, you have to include, what about your parents' phones? If they have theirs, you have to include that on the bill. So you can see where we're coming from here, guys. Things are expensive. All right, well, we're still not done. Once again, you will not get your phone back until you pay your cell phone bill. So, guys, you're going to be working a long time, which means you won't have your phone for quite some time. It's going to be more than 2 or 3 weeks. So, again, guys, like I emphasized on Unit 1, Scenario 1, be grateful for anything that you get. Again, your parents work extremely hard to support you. They give you the necessities to survive. Again, those necessities are food, shelter, and clothes. Everything else is just extra. And they don't really have to do that for you. So instead of complaining that your parents didn't give you this or that, how about you just be thankful for something that you do get? Okay? Alright guys, I'm going to have you answer this last question about what you've learned so far about paying bills and budgeting. Besides it's expensive, because we know that. We're adults. It is very expensive for us adults. After this, there is the Unit 1 Scenario 5. I'm not making a video for that. Then you have the Unit 1 test. Again, I'm not going to make a video for that. And then finally, you have the reflection questions. Now, I really want you to put some good thoughts into those reflection questions. Alright, guys. Again, I appreciate you guys actually doing this financial budget project. Again, it's not for a grade. It's not extra credit. This is just something that can help you out later on in life. So, thank you for taking the initiative, because it seems like you want to, looks like you want to have a nice little better life for yourself. So, you're taking some steps in the right way. Now, one last thing I want to incorporate is a lot of these questions that you've done from Unit 1, Scenario 1, 2, 3, and 4, all this math can be done. This is everything that you've learned so far this year in 6th grade. You've learned fractions, decimals, percents, and you've also learned, let's see, percent bars. You've learned all that this year, so all this math you should be able to do. Alright guys, have a great evening. Bye.